Hello children, this is grade 4, block 21. Topic is evaporation and condensation, right? Open your readers, page 130. In this 130, just you read out this paragraph, okay? This paragraph and this paragraph. After reading this paragraph, here you got glossary. That glossary you write in the classwork book, right? Okay. So now after reading this one, here when water changes into water vapor because of heat, it is called evaporation, right? So evaporation is the reason why clothes dry when hung out in the sun. Evaporation is one of the reason why puddles of rainwater disappears after some time. Right, evaporation is the reason why our wet hair become dry. So when we see in the first paragraph, it is about the when water changes into water vapor because of heat, that is called evaporation. So due to the evaporation, the reason we will see the clothes will dry up, and the puddles, when rain falls, you will see the puddles on the roads, isn't it? So the puddles of the rainwater also will disappear due to the heat, due to the water vapor. Okay, due to the heat, due to the evaporation, Now evaporation is the reason why our wet hair also will become dry, right children? Now we will go with second one. When water vapor change back into water droplets on cooling, it is called condensation. Here same water vapor, when it change back into water droplets on cooling, that is called condensation, right children? So here air contains water vapors. As the air comes in contact with cold object, water vapors in the air change into water, right? So here small droplets of water outside, cold juice, glass, dewdrops on grass and frosted glass, windows are all examples of water vapors condensing to form water. So here when you see air contains water vapors, so as the air comes in contact with cold objects, so this water vapor in the air changes into small water droplets. So especially in the winter season, when you go out in the morning, you will see small droplets on the grass, isn't it? So even when you keep water outside, you will see droplets of water on the glass also. Okay, now just you read out children. So here I'll give you two examples. Two experiments we will do. One thing I want to ask you, why does wet hair become dry after some time? Why does wet hair becomes dry after some time? Due to evaporation. Evaporation is the reason. What is evaporation? When water changes into water vapor because of heat, it is called evaporation. Due to evaporation, what happens? The wet hair becomes dry after some time, right children? So what happens to the water on roads and puddles after it rains? See here. What happens? See, puddles of the rain water disappears after some time due to evaporation, right children? Okay, how do small droplets of water appear on grass on cold winter mornings? Because of air contains water vapors. As the air comes in contact with cold objects, the water vapor in the air changes into water small droplets, so that you can see the dewdrops on the grass. Okay, so now here, where do these droplets of water mysterious come from? Due to water vapor, due to water. Okay, so here now we will see due to air. Okay, now we will see one thing I want to ask you here. I'll tell you, water from the puddles evaporates. Some of it is also observed in the ground. Okay, droplets are found because water vapor condenses on the cold grass. That is the reason. So here, the heat from the sun makes the water. Okay, already you know the heat from the sun makes the water turn into steam or evaporate. So it rises up in the air and disappears. Steam is also called water vapor. This process is called evaporation. Okay, right children? So air always has some water vapors in it. So where this water vapor will come? In air. Air always has some water vapors in it. So when air touches something cold, the water vapors in the air turns back into water or condenses, right? So this process is called what? Condensation. So droplets on the tumbler are from the condensation of water. Okay, now we will see here. So here this process is called condensation. Droplets on the tumbler are from the condensation of water vapor in the air into water, right children? Now we will see the workbook, what it is there in the workbook. Page number 25. Just you see here evaporation, condensation. Here experiment 1. Prediction. What will happen? Here the first experiment, put a few drops of water on the ground in a sunny area and some in the shaded area. What happened in the shaded area? It will not get dry up, and in the sunny area what happens? The water will get dry up, and the shaded area the water will be absorbed by the ground. Okay, so now experiment 2. Put ice cold water and ice cubes on a steel tumbler. What happens? You will see the small droplets of water appeared on the glass tumbler. Okay, that you have to write. Prediction remains as it is, remains as the same for both, you have to write. And observation you have to write for this. What you will write for the observation? Just now I told you that you have to write. Now we will go with question number 1. There was a small pond near Saat's house. Due to very hot summer, all the water from the pond was gone and he could easily walk across the pond. What happened to the water in the pond? What happened? The water in the pond evaporated because of the heat from the sun. That answer you have to write. Okay, now question number 2. You will see in summers, no children, whatever the water is there in the ponds, and sometimes rivers also will get dry up due to the heat from the sun. The water whatever it is there in the water in the ponds and small this tumblers and all, the water will get evaporated. Okay, now question number 2. On a cold day, Selena was with her father in the car. The car windows kept getting fog. Her father had to clean them and soon his handkerchief became wet. Okay. Where did the water come from to wet the handkerchief? So where this water has come? The water came from the water vapor in the air. The air we breathe out also has the water vapor. So where did the water come from? When Selena's father was cleaning the car windows, the kerchief has become wet. The water came from the water vapor in the air. And whatever the air we are breathing out also having a water vapor, right? Now we will go with question number 3. Dilawar wanted to remove a postage stamp from an envelope. He tore the piece that had the stamp and put it in a mug of water. After some time, he was able to remove the stamp. His father used an electric iron to make it crisp. How did the stamp become crisp? So, the heat from the iron evaporated the stamp. It became crisp. That answer you have to write. Now we will see question answers. Turn to page number 134. Question number 1. What is question number 1? It says here, explain the process of evaporation and condensation. Evaporation. What is evaporation? Evaporation is the change of water into water vapor due to heat is called evaporation. Okay. Condensation is the change of water vapor into water on cooling. That answer you have to write. Second one, question number 2. Give examples of evaporation and condensation from daily life. Daily life, what you will write? Evaporation, condensation. Wet clothes dry due to evaporation. Dew is formed due to condensation. That answer you have to write. So only 2, first and second you write down. Now we will see third one also. When will clothes dry faster on a bright sunny day or a bright sunny and a windy day? Why? So clothes will dry faster on a windy day because wind makes evaporation happen faster. You also write third also, no problem. Okay, complete that third. But